All right, let's talk about something that's, well, it's everywhere these days, journaling. You see it all over social media, in wellness blogs, but what's the real deal? Is it this amazing, powerful tool for your mind, or is it just, another trend that'll be gone by next year? Let's figure it out.
So that's the big question, isn't it? Is picking up a pen and writing in a notebook a real path to a clearer head, or is it just a modern-day fad? To get to the bottom of this, we've got to look past the pretty Instagram posts and see what the actual evidence says.
Okay, so let's get into the science. I mean, if we want to know if journaling actually works, we need to understand what's happening inside our brains and bodies when we write stuff down. And believe it or not, the research here is pretty fascinating.
A lot of the science behind this comes from something called the emotional disclosure theory. A psychologist named James Pennebaker really dug into this. And the idea is actually pretty simple, but really powerful. When you write about your feelings, you're not just venting. No, it's more than that. You're actually organizing all those chaotic thoughts. And that process itself leads to more clarity and way less stress.
Think about it like this. You know when you have way too many tabs open on your computer? Your mind can feel just like that, cluttered, scattered. Well, journaling is kind of like taking a moment to look at each one of those tabs, one by one, and deciding what to do with it. It just naturally brings a sense of order to all that mental chaos. And the result is super direct. Research has actually confirmed that just the act of processing your emotions on paper can literally lower your body's stress response. It's like taking a heavy backpack full of worries and just, setting it down for a while.
And it doesn't stop with stress either. The practice has been shown to give your overall mood a nice boost and help you become more self-aware. I mean, it makes sense, right? When you regularly check in with yourself through writing, you start to notice your own patterns and understand yourself a whole lot better.
But here's where things get really, really interesting. The benefits aren't just all in your head. In fact, what some researchers have found about the physical effects of journaling, well, it's pretty surprising.
Yep, you are reading that correctly. There are studies that have found that expressive writing, especially when you're writing about really tough stuff, can actually boost your immune system. We're talking about increased activity of your lymphocytes. Those are the white blood cells that fight off illness. It's just this incredible link between processing your feelings and your physical health. Wild, right?
And the list goes on. For instance, just jotting down a few things you're grateful for before bed, that can quiet your mind and help you sleep better. And that whole process of organizing your thoughts on a page, that helps sharpen your focus during the day too. It's kind of like a workout for your whole system, not just your brain.
Okay, so the science is solid. It's compelling. But what does this actually look like in a real person's life? Let's look at a quick story that kind of brings all this data down to earth.
So let me tell you about my friend Rahul. He was prepping for some huge exams and was completely overwhelmed. The way he described it was perfect. He said it felt like all his thoughts were stuck in a massive traffic jam. He couldn't focus, he was anxious. I think we've all been there, right? So he decided to try something really simple. Just 10 minutes of journaling every day. That's it. He'd write down his worries, maybe a couple things he was thankful for, and honestly, within just a few weeks, the change was obvious. That thought traffic started to clear up, giving way to actual mental clarity. His stress levels dropped, and he could focus again. It just goes to show how a small, consistent habit can make a huge difference.
Now you might be thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but how do I start? That blank page can feel pretty intimidating, but the good news is there are no rules. Seriously. The goal isn't to write the next great novel, it's just to start a conversation with yourself. The most important thing to remember is that this is for you. Nobody else needs to see it. So find a style that works for you. Maybe you want to list things you're grateful for, or maybe you just want to do a total brain dump and free write whatever pops into your head. There's no wrong way to do it. Don't worry about spelling, don't worry about grammar. The real magic isn't in the style, it's in the consistency, just showing up for yourself.
So, let's bring it all back to you. The science, the stories, it all points to the same thing. Journaling is way more than just a passing fad. It's a genuinely powerful tool. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What's the one thought, just one, that you could put down on paper today to start clearing out some of that traffic in your own mind?